Okay, and it will be colored purple like this or light blue. Okay, and once done, we go to the regression input, and then we select for the regression pset. We include this for the regression, and CCE, liquid dropout, for the saturation pressure volume, and also CCEZ factor, and for the separator, liberated gas oil ratio, and separator oil density. Okay, and everything high, good. And then for the regression algorithm, Levenberg Marquardt, and match using this critical temperature, critical volume, or critical pressure, eccentric factor with multiplier on each property. And master stream pseudo regress on phase and volume properties. All right, and then typically matching is performed against the CCE experiment, with the CVD being used as a means of validating the fluid characterization. Okay, so go to regression variables tab, and then we select, you can see here selection summary, number of regression variables 1. So here we have the multiplier for TC, PC, and eccentric factor, and then allow pure TC and PC. We select no. Regression mode, C1, and all pseudos to same value. And then you can follow me. I'm going to first this, allow pure TC and PC no. I do not want to regress on the pure component TC and PC, of course, because they are basically data. I do not want to regress on data or adjust the data. Okay, this is the, this is real data, the real value you get from the textbook, okay, from the literature. So that's why you don't want to modify them during the regression option or during the regression process. Okay, so you select no, and then press on select all on. So the TC for the pseudo components, PC for the pseudo components, eccentric factor for the pseudo components, and volume shift for all the components will be checked. But I'm going to clear, press this button for the eccentric factor to reduce the degree of freedom. Let's say we just want to modify the TC and PC without the eccentric factor. Uncheck for the N2 and CO2 volume shift, and ensure that regression mode C1 and all pseudos to same values. Or maybe C1 and last pseudo only. All right. Ensure the C1 and last pseudo for the binary interaction coefficient. The reason for this is that we know from previously that having two large binary interaction coefficients for this fluid meant that the critical point was difficult to determine. We know that most of the influence of binary interaction coefficients comes from the interaction between the C1 and the heaviest pseudo. And as we will need the BICs to match the saturation pressure, this option has to be selected. Okay, and that's it. Right now we can press calculate, and we will wait for the regression to be completed. A progress bar will be displayed, and in the top right corner, the calculated error after each iteration is shown here. Regression statistics. Okay, so I'm going to stop the video here. I'm going to wait for the calculation progress to be completed, and we will close it here. In the next video, we will check the result of the first regression, and we will do the quality check after this initial regression. Until then, thank you and see you.